Next stop on my Marco Island trip this weekend is Doreen's Cup of Joe. Their website says they strive to provide the best possible breakfast experience with the best possible ingredients available to them. Let's check it out. Thank you.
Thank you. The orange juice is like, it tastes better than when I eat like actual oranges. I'll do three things. I'll do the famous crunchy French toast. And then I'll do the fig omelet.
Hash browns and grits.
I'll do a grits.
Regular or cheesy grits?
Oh, we'll do a regular.
And white toast, wheat, rice, sourdough, raisin. You can do homemade biscuit.
I'll do wheat. And then I'll also do the chilled Swiss oatmeal. The orange juice was so good, I could drink a gallon of it. I mean, I normally, for fresh orange juice, I would want like more pulp in it, but it's so good. Oh yeah, wow. This right here is the Greek omelet with the sides as it comes. And this is the Denver omelet with the cheese grits. We've got famous crunchy French toast. Super happy with the portion. I did not think it was gonna be that much. I'm unbelievably excited. And I love this like, the cold oatmeal with the currants and the green apple. I already know is gonna be a really, really tangy. Super excited to dive into that. And then last but certainly not least, the fig and bacon omelet, which might weird some people out, but I'm already thinking that's gonna be my favorite thing. Definitely gonna dive into the hot items first and the chilled oatmeal last, since it's meant to be cold anyway. So we're gonna start with their famous Doreen's crunchy French toast. I don't even think this is gonna need syrup. I really don't. Honestly, by how it looks, I was expecting like a bark-like crunch on the outside with like a soft, toasty inside, but the whole thing almost tastes like a bunch of little pieces of cinnamon toast crunch inside a piece of bread. It's like, I've never had toast like that. When I read crunchy French toast, I was thinking the edge and all that, just having a nice crunch with kind of a basic, just really good toast experience, but no, it's like the whole thing. It's not overly sweet at all. It's just very good with the strawberries and then the super light whipped cream. So it actually makes sense that they provide hot syrup. You know, I was over here thinking it would be unnecessary, but I'm sure just a bit would complement it a lot. I mean, wow. I really did think like going into this one, it would have been a simple just, you know, it's crunchy, it's a French toast, it's nice, it's sweet, it's brown sugary, but no, I've never had toast with this texture. The chew is that of like, if you do the half setting on a toaster, you know, it's not super crisp, but it's nice and warm. And yet each bite has this little crunch to it. Like, the famous crunchy French toast is definitely a 5-star. I can't find a single thing I would change about it, if I'm being real. Like, if I wake up and, you know, toast some sourdough bread like I normally do at home, some days it takes me a minute to decide like if I want it all the way toasted or if I want it more like a PB&J with some give to it. I guess when you're on Marco Island, if you're eating here, there's no question to be asked. I mean, you get the pillowy goodness of the best bread you've had in a very long time for breakfast, as well as an amazing crunch. It's unreal. I've got 2 other items here I still have to try, and I don't want to move on.
You enjoy it?
Yes, this is the best French toast I've ever had.
You should try the cannoli and the mascarpone. And if you like the crunchy, you can make it crunchy and just say like cannoli crunchy, so they're gonna pretty much like wash the toast.
With the cannoli with the mascarpone? Okay.
Yes,
so tomorrow morning, I'm gonna do that.
And the pancakes. If you love pancakes, all the
I'll
pancakes
do that.
are homemade. Try the
Tomorrow I'll
pumpkin.
do that, the pancakes, and then I'll probably try one of the warm oatmeals as well.
Yes. And if you want, you can do like pretty much like a sample, like 1 slice. So if you want to try them both, you can do 1 slice of mascarpone and 1 slice of
I would
cannoli.
love to do that. That would be perfect.
And the pancake, you can do 1 only. It's more than enough. Like pumpkin or like key lime, you'll love it. It's delicious.
Thank you so much. All right. Well, after being blown away by the French toast, here's the moment that I think I'm going to be most excited for. Maybe I'm wrong though, because I'm still thinking about the French toast. It's the fig, bacon, and brie. Also got some grits here and some wheat toast as well. I think before I nerd out over this omelet for like an hour, let me try the grits. Grits with a fork, kind of a new thing, but Just getting into it already, I can tell the consistency is, oh yeah. I got no cheese in mine intentionally because I like judging porridge by its consistency. I don't want any like shortcuts via a good topping or anything like that. You know, I've seen plenty of that. But these are nice, just lightly buttered, lightly salted grits, exactly as they should be. Not much else to say about it. I wouldn't change a thing. If it was the star of my setup here, you know, I'd get some cheese in it, salt it up more, but for the side that it is, it's excellent. Nothing wrong with the grits at all, but I'm tired of waiting, so we're going into the big bacon omelet, which you look at the cross section here. We'll just go ahead and, there, you look at the cross section. You don't see that every day. You know, a bunch of dried fruit and bacon and cheese. Definitely not something you see on your breakfast plate every day, but I certainly wouldn't mind seeing it every day. Let's get into this thing. No utensils needed for this one. So right off the bat, the omelet itself is very good. In order to give a correct assessment on this, I'm gonna have to dive in further to where there's more concentrated amounts of that excellent brie cheese, bacon, and figs. I got a little bit of it on that first bite, and it was excellent, but I really want to get it all together to really get the sweetness out of the fig with that cheese, because that's what I'm looking for here. And when I get that, that's when I'll be able to test it just how flavorful this is. I think this right here, maybe that's a bite that'll do it. I'll say it's a very good omelet. Now, the caveat to that, if you passed this to me and told me it was a bacon and brie omelet, I would eat it and enjoy it and say that's a good bacon and brie omelet. The figs haven't shown themselves to me that much in it, I think, because, you know, they're just kind of spread throughout in there. Like you see, we got another one in there. It's definitely a welcome sweetness that the fig brings to the table, but it's not the gooey, cheesy, sweet, smoky revelation I had hoped for. But as an omelet, how does it stand? Amazing, nice, crisp, slightly spongy outside with the gooey, cheesy inside. Not blowing me away, but an incredible omelet for what it is. And you know, it's pointless to review what God made, but while I'm at it, let's see how fresh the fruit they've got here is. Cantaloupe that actually tastes good is a great barometer for how fresh produce is, because I can't tell you how many places I've been to with cantaloupe that tastes like ice. And that definitely did not taste like ice. It was a very nice, juicy piece. So that's definitely 5 stars for the high quality ingredients. Now, as far as this omelet, I'd say it's good, but really I'd say if you're getting an omelet at Doreen's Cup of Joe, try one of their signatures or create your own. Big Bacon, you know, it's new, an experimental idea. I like it, but would I order it again? I think I'd opt for a traditional, more cheesy omelet, but nonetheless, still enjoying it a lot. The tell-all moment of Ryan's visit to any breakfast place is, one, if they even serve oatmeal, because disappointed enough to find a lot of places don't, but there's 3 options here, which is really nice. And this one is chilled, and it's got currants, green apple, yogurt, and banana, I believe, which is a weird combo, but I love combinations like that. And I expect this to be tangy, and the consistency is already looking plenty creamy, so I expect to be impressed. Let me see. Oh yeah, you know, on paper, green apple and yogurt sounded like it would be too much tang for me, but it's very refreshing. It's very bright. It gives me the feeling of like a raita. You've had like a mince yogurt, you know, like from like Indian cuisine. It gives you that same sensation, but a bit sweeter, like with the currants in the mix there. And just some regular old-fashioned oats, but they're either cooked a bit and then chilled or soaked. I want to say cooked a bit and then chilled. The chilled Swiss oatmeal, definitely good. This definitely gets second place here. And you know, coming from someone who's been swearing by warm steel-cut oats for like a year straight now, I don't think I've enjoyed cold oatmeal in a very long time. And this makes me want to experiment at home, chilling some of the porridges I make myself, rather than just doing overnight for chill. I mean, this is amazing. I think the only thing that could make it better is maybe a bit more strength from the green apple, but you know, depending on the season, where you're getting your green apple, you can only control so much about that. But even then, the acidity from the yogurt helps a lot to make up for that. I mean, this is fantastic. Once you really get into the thick of it with all the currants, the sweetness is a bit overwhelming, but I mean, it's also probably because of all the French toast I just had. But I mean, this without a doubt, the chilled Swiss oatmeal. I'm thinking this is like a strong 4.5 star. That French toast is like 5 star. That fig and brie and bacon omelet, I'd give it a nice strong 3, light 3.5. Just for the concept, for the flavor, you know. For what it is, the omelet is amazing. I'd imagine all the traditional options to be quite good as well. But the fig, bacon, and brie combination just wasn't blowing me away as much as I thought it would. I'm gonna give that one another go. I wonder if maybe making like a fig reduction or some kind of blended fig like spread in there would have maybe evened out the sweetness a bit and turned me onto it more. But still give it a try if you like adventurous flavors like that. But man, this oatmeal, the more I eat it, the more I think it's competing with the French toast over there. I'm gonna do a head-to-head. I'm gonna try one more bite of this on its own to determine which one. Oh no, this was just distracting me. The French toast, without a doubt. I can see why this is what they're famous for. Yeah, chilled Swiss oatmeal and the French toast, definitely winners. Big bacon omelet, very nice idea, neat concept. Doesn't stand as much as I'd hoped for, but overall, first morning at Doreen's Cup of Joe, amazing. Really nothing negative to say about the experience at all.
We have returned to Doreen's Cup of Joe on Marco Island to try some more the following morning, because this place definitely satisfied, so I'm confident I'm gonna like everything else they have to offer. Let's go see what's up. Oh, there's that orange making machine, orange juice. Ooh, not orange making, but orange juice. So yesterday in the morning, I was recommended to try the cannoli French toast and the strawberry mascarpone French toast, since I enjoyed the famous crunchy French toast so much. So I'm definitely gonna do a split order of that with the cannoli and the strawberry mascarpone. And as far as porridges, I think rather than doing one of their oatmeals again, maybe I'll go for their parfait and see how their house-made granola is. All right, so we've got quite a few items here. We're gonna start off by trying the strawberry and mascarpone French toast that was recommended to me. I already know I love the French toast here. Today we're playing around with trying some of the more adventurous flavors for their crunchy French toast. There's a very generous amount of cheese on here and plenty of strawberries. I'm definitely excited to try this. Let's get some toast and a berry here. Cut off a big piece of this edge and let's bring it all in. We'll see. So I got this one plain and not crunchy, but this flavor is definitely an excellent choice. I mean, it's like having a strawberry cheesecake over French toast. The amount of that cheese that they give you is just, it's a very generous amount. It does the job, and I almost, like I said, it doesn't even feel like I'm eating French toast. It really does feel just like a cheesecake with more give to it, and I guess without the graham cracker crumbles. I wouldn't say it's as exciting as the crunchy French toast, but it's, I mean, it is delicious. Incredibly sweet. Incredibly sweet, but if you're ordering strawberry mascarpone, you like incredibly sweet. Our next French toast here, the cannoli stuffed French toast. Now this one I did order crunchy in the style of their famous crunchy French toast. I feel like this one is gonna blow me away because I already know I love the texture of their crunchy French toast. If you take a look here, you can see like the crumbles on it that I was describing dining here yesterday, having the standard one. And I feel like that with the cannoli filling on top is gonna make this equal parts phenomenal French toast. Let's see if it lives up to my expectation. Yeah, it does exactly that. The cannoli topping is incredibly rich, and you've got pistachios and chocolate chips on there as well. It's just a bit of the pistachio, but it adds so much flavor. It's unbelievable. Yesterday, I had a halibut fish that was encrusted with pistachio. That whole fish didn't have the amount of pistachio flavor that one bite of this has. This is just no BS, just fresh crumbled pistachio on top of the cannoli cream and the French toast, which just makes it all the richer. This one just, I can't think of a single thing I would change about it. It's fantastic. I'm gonna take another bite before I move on here. Next up here is that pumpkin pie pancake with the cream cheese and nutmeg topping. Presentation on this one is simple, but I already know it's gonna steal my heart because I use pumpkin pie spice in most of my porridge, and I'm obsessed with those sweet seasonal fall flavors. So it really doesn't take much to win me over in that regard. But you can see here, you can tell they've got all that, probably some pumpkin puree incorporated into that pancake batter. It looks beautiful. It looks like a piece of a pumpkin pie, truly. The pancake batter itself really is excellent. It tastes just like pumpkin. It's like straight pumpkin puree, albeit slightly sweetened. The cream cheese icing, I think, could have a bit more of a creamy give to it, to give like that carrot cake or pumpkin pie topping. It is more syrupy, you know, as is customary for like a pancake, which is fitting, but the flavor concept doesn't blow me away as much as I expected. Now, the quality of the pancake in general, fantastic. So, really just pick your poison when it comes to ordering a pancake or a waffle here. Because no matter the flavor you get, all the basics are going to be covered for you. This is definitely landing for me though. I'm thinking it's just the cream cheese icing that I expected more of a presence from. Now we're going to give a try to their granola parfait. I always do oatmeal in the morning. It's been a while since I've done a homemade granola. But granola is, you know, excellent. You know, I love a good crunch, a good traditional cereal vibe. This looks beautiful. It's got some honey on it, plenty of berries. It's pretty hard to mess up granola, but they've been impressing me with pretty much everything here so far, so I'm ready to enjoy this. I will say, definitely not nearly as impressed with the granola as I was their chilled Swiss oatmeal yesterday, but the yogurt and the honey is fantastic. All the berries and everything, that very fresh. I think I definitely prefer the oatmeal, but it does have an excellent flavor. I just think I like granola in clusters that really gives a big crunch with each bite. But you know, it's certainly not bad. I mean, you can't go wrong with yogurt, honey, and berries, but I definitely wanted to give a shot and see if their homemade granola blows me away. I wouldn't say it does, but I wouldn't say to avoid it either. It's not half bad. Next, we're gonna try that cranberry pecan pancake. The presentation of this one being over a regular pancake with just a bunch of cranberries and pecans makes me believe this is like a signature topping collaboration that they like to do. It's nothing, you know, nothing too flashy, just two toppings that work really well together. But let's see just how well they work together and, you know, just how high quality the cranberries and pecans they provided here are. Get a piece here that has everything at once. Cranberry pecan pancake going in now. You know, this one, like I said, a very simple flavor, a more traditional flavor option here. And as far as pancakes go, this, I mean, it's very good, you know. I didn't get much of the flavor of the pecan and cranberry because I struggled to get a lot of them on one piece, and the batter itself here isn't cooked with a whole lot of cranberry flavor or anything like that. But I think just this pancake alone, I'm enjoying a lot, really. I mean, it's the best pancake I've had in a while. It's got an excellent, fluffy, but not too soft flavor. Like, it's very spongy, and I'd imagine with syrup, it can soak that up very well. And, since this is the first time I had their traditional pancake, you know, unlike the pumpkin one, which had all that pumpkin flavoring in it, I'm gonna have some of this with the syrup. Definitely holds it very well, not soggy at all, just very firm. There's actually quite a bit of the cranberries and pecans on this one, so let's give it another go with this one right here. It's an excellent combination, and I will say the standard pancake batter I actually enjoy a lot more than this other one, than the pumpkin pancake batter, which is excellent, did its job, you know, has that fluffy pumpkin puree texture and flavor. But wow, I'm very glad I gave some of their traditional pancakes a try because, I mean, these are firm. I mean, you soak it in all this syrup, it gets all the sweetness from it, but it refuses to give with its texture. And that's exactly what I need out of a pancake or a waffle, really. So, excellent pancakes here, no doubt.
Doreen's Cup of Joe getting a 4.5 stars.